Faces and Faces is an exhibition of the latest body of work created by these artists at the Pacers Gallery in Lagos.
These works of art on display are created by this contemporary artist, Adulphina Imuede, at the Pacers Gallery in Lagos, who begins by explaining the idea behind her illustrative expressions.
I believe everyone has a phase, or everyone is going through a phase in life, and they say as our faces are different, so our intentions. So I really wanted to highlight on that, on how everybody reacts or has different interpretations, or would take action on whatever phase they are in differently. Basically, it's my personal experience, me interpreting my experience and, my thought processes and my ideas and opinions based on whatever phase I was at whatever particular time, and trying to interpret them and, make them into compositions and tell stories through that.
Is the color. Adulphina is someone who uses really good color. You can see it's a lot of purples and pinks, and it's very appealing. I feel like it's very modern, and it's quite youthful, and it's really cute. I mean, you have to check it out. It's really nice.
The founder of the gallery, Wunika Muka, talks about the importance of supporting young talents and encouraging them to fulfill their potential, working closely with this young artist in order to ensure this exhibition sees the light of day.
Adulphina is a young local artist, an emerging artist. We've been working together for a few years, and this is her second solo exhibition here in Lagos, and we're very excited. She's had an amazing run for the past few years. She has quite a lot of local and international demand. A lot of people anticipating the show, so we're excited to finally have it up. This series, Phases and Faces, I think is probably some of her most personal work. As I'm sure you're showing images of the works, there's a lot of text on some of the works, which are some pages that come out of her diary, and just sort of talking about the different phases she's gone through here in Lagos, whether it's joy or house hunting, or just basically all the different emotions that Lagos and Nigeria can bring out of you. They're all depicted here in this show.
As the title suggests, the works of art features different faces in their many phases, with her acrylic on canvas paintings, which delves into the imaginary world.
I feel like I'm telling a story from my point of view, because I'm basically a woman, and I'm telling a story from my point of view, and I'm using other women to also tell my story, because I feel like that's what I'm interested in doing, and that's what excites me to do.
It's one of those, it's soft, it's calm,
It's not aggressive. You can see a lot of the forms are female. You know, women are nice to look at and they're quite soft, and a lot of her characters have really big eyes and they look like dolls, you know, baby dolls that you rock and their eyes roll in the back, and it's just a nice nostalgic thing, especially being a girl who used to play with dolls when she was little.
My impression is, from the work I've seen so far, is this is fresh, new. I think I love her combination of the techniques and in terms of the thought process behind the work itself. And I think it's actually quite interesting in terms of how she's been able to capture the characters and the emotions in the work using colors and some of the textures and things of that nature. So.
This flight of fantasy shows women who dare to dream, breaking misconceptions, and to become what they can imagine instead of being limited by their societal expectations.
For this body of work, I did a lot of acrylic on canvas and also oil on canvas, and I also did pastel. Here I did pastel on canvas, and I used a lot of gold ink. So it was oil, pastel, acrylic, and ink. I'm used to, you know, like doing watercolor pieces, like smaller pieces on paper, and like, so then now shifting to, you know, like larger sizes. It took me quite a while, especially when I used oil, because I mean it takes quite a while for oil to dry.
Art is one of those cultural artifacts, and it's Nigerians are appreciating it more. Of course, as things go, the West is now catching on and is very interested in our culture and our art, and it's really beautiful to see young artists who maybe before didn't think that they could make this a full-time career, see them doing well and, you know, doing well for their families as well, and it's beautiful to see.
Art in Nigeria has always been unique. I think that from a global perspective, I think people may not be aware of a lot of our artists, and I think what I see here is synonymous with what you might find anywhere else in the world.
Through her exhibits, the artist encourages people to follow their dreams until they become a reality.